Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, and today we're gonna finish out the Cathedral here. Our path forward, Jack, is onwards and upwards, and today's Prometheus build is going to be the Black Greatsword with a charge attack, but also just regular attack kind of build setup, because we are going to have 308 plus 50, so that's 358. Plus 50 from Jack, that's 408, plus 50 from here is 458 stamina that we're going to have available to, and then all of our swings, if we keep concentration active, is going to be a 33% reduction in our stamina usage. So we will have an insane amount of stamina to be able to use at a moment's notice for whatever we are going to be getting into. And so if we just do these here, you'll notice that we will absolutely be able to destroy each and every one of these enemies here as we go along, and we won't really have any problems at all taking them down and you know, getting to that point where we actually, you know, don't know how to take care of the enemy or whatever. And you can see there that we just absolutely demolish the enemy, but we did take a hit, so that's bad, but no problem, because look at that, that's like a huge amount of smash and crash that we have there, that we are able to, you know, put out on the enemy kind of at a moment's notice, very easily, very simple. And there's really nothing that the enemy can do about it. And as you see, like, our stamina is recovering so fast that we can't actually use almost all the stamina, because we just have bundles and 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 bundles of stamina. And so it's really awesome that we have that ability to go for you know, that insane amount of stamina, that we are able to actually, you know, really destroy each and every one of these enemies with just, you know, this high amount of stamina. And as you see there, we can absolutely wreck these enemies no problem. And it's not just a charge attack for bosses. I mean, you can absolutely destroy each of these enemies, and the cool thing is because you have the Black Greatsword along the way here, you can do some pretty incredible things here with damage wise, with staggers, with you know, all that's included in the build set here. You can just absolutely demolish through these enemies here, and this is completely all physical. There is no kind of gimmick in place here about you know, like you know, using gifts and different things like that, you know, where they're glitching or something. This is all straight up raw, you know, basic build of how the game is designed to kind of be put together. I mean, we are using ranged impact, but I mean, you know, why not? That's completely normal. And so now for Aurora, this is going to be an interesting set of developments here, and I guess we can go ahead and keep all of our gifts here and just go through. Well, I think let's just go for a rest here, just to make sure that everything is up to where it should be and normalized to what everybody would have for Prometheus at this point in the game. And so it's important that we one cycle all the way through from, you know, the beginning here, because of Blade Dance. So we're going to start the fight, and then we're going to missile out, so that way the door is open, because you waste a lot of time in these cutscenes here, and you don't actually get to a point where, you know, everything is useful and beneficial. So here Let's see, we are normal mobility. That's fine. We'll go for this though. And we will go for a stamina activator. That'll be much more beneficial for us here. And you'll notice that we will be able to really destroy Aurora here. And we've got 45 seconds on Blade Dance. And so it's important that we make the most out of it here. And that time goes quick. So we've got to also be just as quick here. Okay, good. And then this goes to time crunch. And then we want to do this and this. And Jack will give us his abilities here as we go along. Okay. Okay, and let's go. And you can see our stamina is barely being touched. So that's very, very good. Okay. And normally you run out of stamina here in between. But we won't run out of stamina at all. Okay, and let's go for a booster there. Now because Blade Dance is still active, we are able to get up here and use another charge booster. And Blade Dance is still active, so all that damage is still carried over into this phase. Okay. And you can see there that we're able to one cycle super easy with Prometheus here because of the amount of stamina that we're able to inject into the build here. You know, having that 458 to start with, and then as those items bleed off into phase 2, that's completely fine because you still are jacked up on that damage value from Blade Dance in the first phase. You got about about eight or so hits in the first phase, so you're about a 50% increase in your damage when you start whacking away on her in phase 2 there. So the ability to use that stamina to your benefit, to your value, and stacking with Jack, not because of his fatal surge, but because of his morale boost that he gives you, you're able to stack those hits into Blade Dance to get about a doubling of your damage before it runs out. So pretty intense that you can stack up that way, in that manner, in that direction, and you don't even have to use Fatal Surge or Reckless Abandon or any of the really big giant damage value increases. You can use the Blood Code just as it is with a couple of other stack add-ons, and all of a sudden it becomes this insanely powerful damage set that Aurora just can't handle. Obviously it's the Black Greatsword, and obviously it is pretty intense for her to deal with anyways, but doing something like this with these stamina values and everything, 1356, so when we add Bridge to Glory, we get about 700 and about 800 actually almost added on here. So it's pretty insane how much, or wait, what are we at? 1600 to 22, yeah, about, okay, 675 about that we get added on there. So pretty insane amount of extra damage, because that's like a 40% increase or whatever, something like that. Very close. And then you take that 2200 and you double it basically because of Blade Dance towards the end. So it's a really good amount of damage output that you have available to you, just because of using some of the items you get along the way and stacking up the stamina in such a way that this becomes your DPS rather than having big one hits. What you have is a lot of hits that just continually get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger through the fight. So anyways, that concludes the Cathedral this time, with the different builds that you can bring along with Prometheus to battle your way through and have some really good success and results as you go along. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week for more Road to 100. Take care.